tap, 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 karam, tap, karam, tap, karam, tap, karam, tap, karam, tap, arim, kam, tam, tario, karam, tinigam, tingan, nigum, taram, tam, ting dang, nigum, tangan, dum. Ding dang dirum dangan dong baum taram tes durush intang tirush urush ginim dam tirum magum taramikram inganum duridikinum dariestin takanu dunia tatadum itadangum taram tia surushin Inung tarong quakinum dai tiror utiri sirikira no tutash ikaran tarar shurki ikuriata tata naharasha ikaru utu pariasi Ikaranariku Dariashta. Akush anakutiarata harutudukaniti iri is arukutai utagariata harum akiatush nakara atu. Ikina haru tu saratata kut inikarosh tukut na iri tiku uriana tutust iri kara onutui arosh adiasunuku tiki ara udam uruda aram iri kudakana naish nakuras iresana tukiata ararar urukar iri arar kurutar arakita arasht unur kurutu arya saratuku anai ikuriana karast urut id aram atar ikurash nakaru utak aris arukutaka arati aran takris rut tar Kurut na kui anakir kia nuta kareta tata noi kariatar sutara sakanu tarash nakiri idud na mariust ukuru iya kuriatam Tom Taria sa taum adiara kara Taria shuria karata ara kuta arai Ikriti riri sakuru uria takaura ar ia surukurush netiti ke anata arush anakaritu uti uri tiki tia sata uri ita arana kia kurana yara harana da sara Usana kito sa takares ari rarana tararashtur kara. Iro ororong kiara saka aring karunia tata aram ya seru kia tutu unai. Iri akaria ka uturik as nika aras ia tataku nahar utakanam. Yoko sori is ara kutu anata ara ki itakati is ai ingai kai kudat ani data ara ki itakaras su ka sakana marite karite karat anan tu kara aras di iriam Hello. We thank you for inviting us here today to have a conversation, to have an exchange of energy. My name is NATURANKAH, and I am here today with the higher self team, if you will. But in the forefront is what you might call my brother, but not quite. But the energetic relationship somewhat resembles that. Anakheim, who you heard first coming through in the Light Lauguage Activation, as I followed up and supported the energy he was giving you. Our channel came to us today for a little R&R, a break from the daily grind, as you may call it, the hustle and bustle of her responsibilities. As this is where she prefers to be, more often than not, in this frequency and this energy that you are receiving now. And she is attempting to find a balance, and she is doing so well, between this life and her other life. This life of spirituality and esotericism, higher frequency realms, and her grounded experience as a human, as a mother, as a wife, as a professional, as a civilian, as a member of her local community. And she comes to chat with us, sit with us, be in our energetics as we are her and she is us. She comes to commune with us in hopes of granting more peace within her, to come for clarity, and to eliminate confusion that she consistently feels as she teeters between two worlds, if you will. And there is nothing wrong with that. As we want all of you to know, there is nothing wrong with you teetering between the spirituality side of yourself right now and the very humanistic life you live. And if you need to keep those two worlds separate, so be it. But we guarantee you, the more that you come into these moments with yourself, as our channel has come to us, your spiritual awakening will evolve and grow and expand. Your spiritual gifts will come into place. Just by you sitting and listening to these activations through our light language and through our channeled messages. It is not about the words that we speak or the topics that we speak on, but it is the energetics that we transmit through the body, the conduit, the vessel of this channel, using the voice box in the way it was designed, to relay a deeper message to the cells of your body, for they understand and can respond much better than your mind can at the moment. And that is what causes the activations with individuals, the ripple effect. There is no school you need to go to learn how to speak light language. There is no course you need to take in order to become a healer. There is no official certification that you must have before you can deem yourself worthy to be a part of this ascension. You are already in it. And we do not discourage you from going to get the certification. We do not discourage you from taking the course. We do not discourage you from connecting with the information from other individuals, other humans, whether it be spiritually charged or not, whether it is a spiritual course or a simple cooking course. We want you to connect energetically with everything that resonates with you. This channel that we speak does not resonate with every single human being on this planet yet. It is not for everyone. Even if an individual comes across the channel and they completely agree with all the information that we do put forth, but it does not hit, we ask you to take what you like and leave the rest, or leave it all completely. Because it is not your job to resonate with everything that is spiritual, all spiritual information, or any other information for that matter. It is not our job to convince you otherwise. We will never sell you on what you should or should not do. We will never sell you on what will or will not happen in the future for humanity during this ascension process, because it is for you to decide. What we will encourage you to do is come to this place and this space more often of these energetics to connect with yourself, your higher self, your team, your spirit guides, whatever you like to call them, your galactic family, all of it. It will have another terminology that your next generation of humans can understand and conceptualize. The name is not what is important. What is important is the energetics. And how it relates to you, how it resonates with you, how it molds you. And if you do not have anything such as a channel or a light language to tap into just yet, because you will, your one superhuman power is to meditate. You must clear the passageway. You must eliminate the noise in order to start having your own energetic channel with your higher self and your guides, having a very clear intuition for what your next moves and investments might be. Otherwise, it gets convoluted with everything around you in this world. And you are bouncing back and forth from one idea to the next that are not your own. We're asking you to come into your own thoughts and your own ideas and your own perceptions. Most of your humans would like to call these opinions, but those opinions that most hold are not even their own. They are programs. We are not talking about opinions. We are talking about perspective. Perspective is not from the lens of your human mind and the wiring of your brain and how you choose to perceive what is in front of you. Your perspective truly does come from your higher self, the bird's eye view of all that is, focusing in this here now moment through your body, your eyes, your senses. Because from that perspective, you are able to make better decisions for yourself. For example, our channel has a presence online with social media for her professional career. And an influencer has come to her to ask if she would do her hair, not for free, but our channel did ask her if she would like to have a trade in collaboration. And our channel felt a lot of resistance from the influencer just over chat. No voice involved, but she felt the energetics of this particular person and could sense that this particular person may not be the right fit for her. But instead of shooting down the opportunity at hand, our channel dug deep into her emotional state, how this engagement back and forth, these energetics back and forth through these messages were feeling, and she played with them. She started creating boundaries within the conversation. Nothing mean, just simply, if you would like X, you must do Y to move forward with me. And the responses that keep coming back are half-hearted in the sense that this individual is saying one thing but meaning another. This individual is saying yes to what this channel has to offer, but in the background is screaming no. And in this energetic case, we have one individual who is feeling into the energetics and standing ground, because this is where her peace remains. And she's developed this ground over time. Instead of selling her soul out for an exchange of money, she's choosing to stand her ground and attract that which does align with her through money and energetics, through money and personality, through money and relationship. The whole picture. And let us let you know that this exchange of energy and this conversation between these two individuals could change at every moment. Even though there is resistance from the other party has a choice to address her emotional state of resistance to where she would be allowed into the gates to interact and engage in person and exchange energy with this channel. Or she can choose the emotional state she is in and turn around and walk away. We are telling you this because the importance of boundaries is utmost important for you as a collective right now, for humanity. You will notice that not only your brothers and sisters in the spiritual community, you will notice the strength of boundaries that are coming forward as you continue to ascend. And it will make many uncomfortable in seemingly petty situations. It will make others uncomfortable because they are not used to be told no. They are not used to being told, not right now. They are not used to being told, we do it my way. And again, we encourage you to come back to these places and spaces where you connect with your higher self through meditation, clear the path through your meditation so you can begin to have a stronger connection with your higher self. An undeniable connection with your higher self, not a wonder, not a guess, not a, I need to find another spiritual guru to tell me what my higher self really wants me to know. You will have a direct line of communication with your higher self in which you can come to your meditation practice and ask the questions so you can gain clarity. You will not need to go to an energetic reader. You will not need to have healings done. You will not need those things in the future because more individuals will begin to start following the guidance from the higher self, from the perspective of the higher self, which again will require that the individual will have to create boundaries. And we just want to touch very briefly on the story we just told, that the other party is not malintended. The other party does not have bad energy. The other party does not carry we are looking for the right words. The other party is not more unworthy than the channel that sits here. We are not trying to convince you one way or the other of who is right and who is wrong in this situation. It is not the circumstances that you find yourself in, it is the emotional state. Each party has a responsibility to the emotional state that they are feeling. It is not this channel that causes that party to feel a certain way, nor vice versa. These are emotions that sit within each party, each individual. They sit within them because they have been picked up along the way. And when they are triggered and they arise and they are felt, it is the individual's responsibility to address the emotion, the entity, and work with it. Identify it, understand it, learn how to love it, learn how to show gratitude to that emotion or emotions whenever they come up for you. What you would consider to be lower negative emotions truly are energies and entities that are here to guide you just as much as your higher self is here to guide you. But it is between the balance and the collaboration between the higher self and the lower emotions in which you can find a balance to control, that is the incorrect word. We will retract that. To find the balance between the lower emotions and the higher self frequency. To come into power, that is the correct term, to come into your own power in choosing your higher frequency emotions. And even choosing to visit a lower frequency emotion, not by trigger from an outside event, but by an internal choice. To learn something, to gain something, to find a message, to commune with. This is what your actors and actresses do in order to fill a role, especially a role that is very intense and dramatic. They must dive deep into the emotional state of the being that they are portraying, the main character energy that they are portraying. This is why your actors and actresses know how to attract big things to themselves. There is a power in that. And we are not suggesting that you become an actor or an actress, although that may be a fun class or course to take to lighten up your mood and improv of some sort. To understand how to move between emotional states of being, instead of becoming victim to them or completely identifying with the emotion as if the emotion is you in the moment. It is never. What we are asking you and showing you is that you have the opportunity to be yourself. And we know that it's hard for some to conceptualize on how to be authentic. And we want you to know that you do not need to be everything to everybody in every moment. You get to pick and choose your moments in what emotional state you want to be in and what personality you want to carry. And we understand that for some this could sound like you're choosing to be schizophrenic. And we will let you know that schizophrenic people are not crazy, but tapped into something that they do not have power over. But it is something that you have power over as a human being. You are capable of turning the dial up or down on the emotions. You are capable of turning the channel back and forth to find the station and the frequency that you prefer to be in. And when you find yourselves being triggered and uncontrollable and you cannot find the frequency that you prefer to be in, this is a grand opportunity for you to sit into the emotion that you find yourselves in, because believe it or not, you did ask for that engagement and interaction. And the more and more you set up these boundaries by learning from these emotions, you attract more of what you are, who you truly are. You find yourself attracting things that are not quite right because you do not spend enough time. And we are speaking to our channel directly. You do not spend enough time in a meditative space. You do not spend enough time clearing the pathways. You hear us, and then you don't for a while, and then you hear us, and it is not that we have ever left you. It is because the pathways, the channel is not clear. And so when you find yourself with unexpected extra time, we encourage you to meditate. We encourage you to sit still. You are entering the feminine energy era, if you will. You will still watch most of the world still hold the masculine energy of pushing things forward, of taking extreme action, the hustle and bustle, the grind. But now the feminine energy is going to work for you. It is rising with great power within the collective. And so your sitting still will bring more to you that you desire rather than massive action. Now, we do not discourage you from taking the action, but do make sure that the time set aside to connect with yourself and your higher self. This is the utmost important thing you could do. And from there, you will begin to develop the ability to take more inspired actions. You will waste little to no energy because you will only move when called. We do want to clarify, however, it is very important for all of humanity to come into some sort of system for themselves to move your day-to-day energy. This has a very, very, very huge part in the ascension. You do not have to be perfectly organized, but we do encourage you to become more efficient in your menial tasks and less avoidance of these menial tasks will help you clear time and space through your mental state for connecting to your higher self. If you continue to choose to allow your day-to-day tasks to back up, it will be very difficult for you to be still. And we can sense that some of you, including this channel, want to know what any of this has really to do with the bigger picture of ascension. And what we can tell you is that it cleans up the energy. Just as you are a conduit and a channel through your body, through your mind, through your third eye, through your voice, through your senses, the collective is a conduit, a vessel, a channel. And it is almost as if everyone does their part, a little bit here and a little bit there, starts cleaning up the energy. The energies that you are all seeking mentally, but not able to draw in emotionally, the energies of ascension, the quantum leaps, if you will, the big shifts. There's been a lot of big shifts, but they seem to be negative in your point of view, and they are not, but they seem to be. And so you're all waiting for what are the positive shifts that are supposed to be coming, that you have been promised for so long. And wish to remind you, please do not repeat the desert. Do not lose faith and hope. On your experience of the ascension. Good things are coming. And you have a part to play. And your part is to clean up your energy. Not that it is bad, but your part and your responsibility and your mission is to clean up your own channel, clean up your own vessel, make your own connection. And from there it will ripple out. And from there you will build the spider web of the community and the network. And from there you will start to appreciate and recognize living a more minimalistic life. Not that you cannot make more money and have more abundance. That is not what we are saying. But the abundance will come, but you will not even feel the need to spend. You will spend in other arenas, in things and projects that you never even thought of before. More we want to say communicistic. We want to say something more with the community coming together. You will start to invest your money. You will come into your abundance. You will come into your fortune. You will come into your power. And what you will give back will be such a huge investment, tenfold, to where beautiful communities will start coming together. Being self-sufficient, self-reliant. Where people will begin to barter and trade. Where trades and artistry will be more respected and valued. And where capitalism, and we want to be very clear, we are not being political at all, but where capitalism has no place. These communities will start coming together without big efforts. There is a strong desire for these communities across the board. It is just a matter of you finding one another and all putting your gifts into the pot to make this a reality. And so that's why this is all very important. That's why we encourage you always to come back to yourself, always to come back to this space, to come back to your knowing. And that you don't need all of the gurus and the information and the courses and the things outside of yourself. However, if it does resonate with you and it makes your heart sing, then please do it. But if it does not make your heart sing, or you find yourself in a situation that you no longer want to be in midway, by all means, move. But come into your center, come into your equilibrium, come into your meditation, and ask the questions that you seek to have answers to, and be still and listen. Because the answers are always here for you. We are always here for you. We are always waiting for you to invite us to come into you and deliver to you the energetics that you need, that you desire, that you want, so you can expand in the larger version of yourself for the moment. This is the ascension process. And it will get better, and it will get better, and it will get better. But relax. Meditate. Ask and you will receive. But you must be still and know who you are. We are complete. Asanokuta sarashunta. As above, so below, and so be it.